Hey folks, welcome to today's episode. Today we are cooking some Thanksgiving dish, which is turkey breast and mashed potatoes, as well as some cranberry sauce and some gravy from the leftovers. So today I'm going to use my sous vide device to slowly cook the turkey and keep all the juices inside. This is a great device to slowly cook the meat or anything that has to be slowly cooked, and it's really easy to use, doesn't need any supervision. You just put it in a bag, toss it in the water, enable the device, and wait for 5 hours, 3 hours, depends, and it's ready. So let's get to it. So for this video I have turkey breast and 2 turkey legs. Should be plenty for 2 people. For the marinade I have salt, thyme, soy sauce, garlic, black pepper, and honey. For the cranberry sauce, it is obviously cranberries and sugar. And I have 4 big potatoes, which are going to transform into a delicious mashed potato. Also, there are some optional ingredients such as orange zest, cream, and butter. Let's start with our well-known way of extracting the flavors from garlic: grating. Into the grated garlic add 2 tablespoons of honey. It will add a nice touch of sweetness and will help with the caramelization. Then add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. It will also help with browning the turkey. 2 teaspoons of salt should be enough for this, because soy sauce also adds some saltiness. Lastly, add 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of thyme. Then mix everything until it's all well incorporated and homogeneous. Now back to your turkey pieces. They are thoroughly washed and patted dry, by the way. So dump the marinade on top of the meat and make sure everything is well soaked. Then cover the bowl with plastic wrap and leave it on the countertop for an hour or so. Once the time is up, take your turkey back on the table, unwrap and prepare a Ziploc bag or a vacuum sealing bag. Transfer the pieces inside and don't forget to pour that remaining sauce from the bowl. Give it one final rub and get ready for the next step. Take a big enough pot and fill 3/4 of it with water. Use a water displacement technique to get rid of the air in the bag. If you have a vacuum sealer, you will save yourself a lot of troubles. I should get one too, it is really handy. Once you are satisfied with the amount of air in the bag, fix it to the pot so it won't float around. Then take a plastic wrap and cover the pot so it won't evaporate too much. Put a crosscut on the side and shove your sous vide device in there. Set the temperature to 65 and 5 degrees Celsius or around 150 Fahrenheit and let it cook for about 3 to 3.5 hours. Meanwhile, we can get our hands on the cranberry sauce. You will need a cup of sugar, cup of water, frozen cranberries, about 12 ounces or so, which is 350 grams, and optional orange zest. In the medium-sized pot, add a sugar and water. Optionally, you can grate some orange zest for extra flavors. I went for the whole orange here and I have no regrets. Place your pot on a medium heat and keep stirring the water to make sure sugar won't burn on the bottom. Once it starts to boil, add the cranberries in there and cook until they burst. For me it was about 15 minutes. Make sure to occasionally stir the pot to prevent the sauce from burning. Close to the end, add the orange zest and stir well. The sauce is going to thicken when it cools down, so don't overdo it. If you did, no big deal, just add a little bit more water. It can also be done after to get to the desired consistency. Now it is time to get the mashed potatoes started. So peel the skin off and rinse them. Dice potatoes in the medium-sized cubes and try to keep the size consistent so they cook evenly. Dump your potatoes in the medium-sized pot and fill it with water. Add 1 tablespoon of salt and mix. Put in a high heat and let it boil. Once boiled, turn on the heat and let this simmer for 20 minutes or more. Another pro tip here, similar to the last one. Poke the potato with the knife. If ready, it should have little to no stab resistance. When it's done, dump almost all the liquid from the pot, leaving just a smidge on the bottom, like this. Start mashing it and then add a big chunk of butter. It will give that nice buttery aroma and bump up the flavors. When it is fully incorporated, add some cream. Add little by little until you are satisfied with the consistency. Now the time's up and turkey is ready, So remove sous vide and the plastic wrap, take out the bag with turkey and open it. You'll get a blast of mind-blowing aroma coming from it, so brace yourself and keep working. No time for chef treat yet. Pat the meat dry with paper towels and place it on a baking sheet lined with parchment. Transfer the baking sheet in the preheated oven to 500 Fahrenheit or 260 Celsius and bake it for 5 minutes. Then turn on the broil on high setting and let it crisp up the top layer of the skin. Meanwhile, don't throw away the bag with the juice. We're going to make a gravy out of it. So put 1 tablespoon of cornstarch or flour in the glass, add a little bit of water and mix together until all the clumps are dissolved. Pour all the meat juice from the bag into the small pan and put it on the low heat burner. Add the starch mixture little by little. I used about 3 tablespoons of the mixture. When the gravy will start simmering, you'll see it becomes thicker and thicker. By that time your meat should be ready, so take it out of the oven and transfer onto the cutting board. Cut the breast into the thick slices and start serving the plate. Mashed potato, few slices of meat, cranberry sauce, gravy, and maybe a turkey leg. Why not? And now it is time for show off. Hey guys, you made it to the last part of the video, your favorite part when I'm trying what I've cooked. I think so. So, let's give it a try. It looks good so far, so I believe it tastes good as well. I'm gonna try with the one that is covered in gravy. That's a really big piece. Unbelievable. I haven't expected that. So the turkey breast is moist. It's really tender. It's full of juices. It just, you can get the dry turkey, not this one. It's just perfect. And the gravy is a really, really good complement to it. Has this a little bit of spiciness because of the black pepper. And it tastes really, really good. So let me try the next one with cranberry. I hope my sound of my chewing doesn't bother you. Maybe I should beep it or something. So for this one, it's just great. The turkey just comes along with the cranberry sauce. It's just perfect. You gotta try that. I mean, most of you tried turkey and cranberry sauce, but yeah, it's really good. So the last thing to try is potato, mashed potato. And it's also really good because, it's really easy to make good potato. All right. So thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're staying home, safe, with your family, eating turkey. So I'm glad to see you on my channel whenever you come by. So, like, subscribe, ring that bell, comments below. See ya.